Hello and welcome to this segment of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, board certified hypnotist and certified professional life coach. I've helped many people take back control of their life and achieve their goals by asking the following question. Loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that's stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. If you missed any previous segments of Loving Life, you can watch them online at the MTN18 website, mtn18.com. Now, a colleague of mine in Massachusetts, Tom Nicolai, has written many articles and books regarding hypnosis. He recently shared one of his articles regarding stress with me. You can learn more about Tom and the great work he's doing by visiting his website, www.tomnicolai.com. As he notes, the word stress has become so commonly used in our language and daily communication that the dangers of stress, especially continual stress, are either not known or overlooked by most people. I've heard many people say, everyone is stressed, as if it's to be accepted as the way of life. But it really doesn't have to be a way of your life. Now, during this segment, I'll share some of the dangers and common causes of stress noted by Tom in his article. I'll also explain how hypnosis can help you actually reduce the stress in your life, thereby reducing the health risks associated with and exacerbated by stress. I'll also explain how hypnosis can help you feel more in control of your life emotionally, mentally, and physically, allowing you to live healthier and happier. Everyone can benefit by reducing and managing their stress. You know that there's good and bad stress. Good stress, known as eustress, is what you typically feel when you're experiencing something that is making you feel positive and happy. For example, when you're planning a vacation and thinking about everything that needs to get done for the trip, you're feeling stress, but in a good way. Bad stress, known as distress, is the type of stress that causes a list of problems and can kill you. When someone says they're under stress, they're usually referring to distress, but most people just simply call it stress. Now, your body's stress reaction, the flight or fight response, was meant to protect you. But when it's constantly on alert, your health can very definitely pay the price. Therefore, you need to take steps to control your stress. The less control you believe you have over potentially stressful inducing events in your life, the more uncertainty they create, and the more likely you are to feel stressed. Even the typical day-to-day demands of living can contribute to your body's stress response. The long-term activation of the stress response system and the subsequent overexposure to cortisol and other stress hormones can disrupt almost all of your body's processes. And this puts you at increased risk of numerous health problems. Now, here are some examples of what stress can do to you. While it's a myth that stress can turn hair gray, stress can cause hair loss. In fact, hair loss can begin up to 3 months after an extremely stressful event. Stress has been called the silent killer and can lead to heart disease, high blood pressure, chest pain, and an irregular heartbeat. Stress can make acne worse and cause other skin disorders. The stress hormone cortisol not only causes abdominal fat to accumulate, but it also enlarges individual fat cells, leading to what researchers call diseased fat. Stress is linked to the 6 leading causes of death: heart disease, cancer, lung ailments, accidents, liver cirrhosis, and suicide. Chronic stress can impair developmental growth in children by lowering the production of growth hormone from the pituitary gland. Chronic stress can damage, shrink, and kill brain cells. Stress makes the blood stickier in preparation for an injury. Such a reaction, however, also increases the possibility of developing a blood clot. Stress can alter blood sugar levels, which can cause mood swings, fatigue, hyperglycemia, and metabolic syndrome. A major risk factor for heart attack and diabetes. Chronic stress worsens irritable bowel syndrome, a condition that irritates the large intestine and causes constipation, cramping, and bloating. Stress can exacerbate ulcers and keep them from healing. Chronic stress decreases the body's immune system's response to infection and can affect a person's response to immunizations. Stress can increase the ability of chemicals to pass the blood-brain barrier, which shields neurons from some poisons, viruses, toxins, and other fluctuations in normal blood chemistry. Post-traumatic stress physically changes children's brains. Specifically, stress shrinks the hippocampus, a part of the brain that stores and retrieves memories. Stress can result in more headaches as a result of the body rerouting blood flow to other parts of the body. And stress can lead to chronic insomnia. The list goes on and on. The top causes of stress include a perceiving lack of money, issues at work, issues with the family, personal concerns, personal health, personal relationships, dealing with grief usually caused by the death of a loved one, and even being in an extremely noisy environment. Our perceptions and beliefs are also very powerful forces that can actually increase the level of stress we tend to experience. When we believe we lack the ability to manage stress triggers and responses, we truly feel as if we are not in control of our life. So how do we take back control of our life and begin believing that we don't need to feel all of the stress on, as I noted, a day-to-day basis? Well, the good news is that there are easy, safe, simple ways to create more life balance to help reduce potential stress and stress levels. They can help you focus, creating and reinforcing healthy habits to help reduce and prevent the harmful results stress can cause. Now, some simple ways to reduce stress include laughing, experiencing forgiveness towards anyone whom you believed may have wronged you, taking a casual walk in a calming environment, getting a massage, staying active, changing negative perceptions, creating a more soothing environment at home or at work, meditation, and of course, hypnosis. Many people have asked me if I ever experience stress. They comment that I seem to always be positive and upbeat regardless of what may be happening around me. Well, my answer to their question is, of course I feel stress. After all, I'm human. The way I've changed my programming to deal with the stressors in my life is the reason I seem to always be calm. As I explained to them, I've changed my programming and created the habit of learning to be very aware of my response to whatever's happening around me. Depending on what is happening, I'm typically aware of the reaction it's having on my emotions. If my emotions are positive, everything is fine. If I feel my emotions beginning to turn more negative, I simply tell myself to stop the negative feelings and analyze the situation. I realize I have a choice at that point to continue allowing myself to feel negative. And as viewers of Loving Life know, if I choose to feel negative, I'm giving up control of the situation to whatever or whoever is causing me to feel negative. On the other hand, if I choose to stop and be aware of the negative feelings and instead remain positive and in control of myself, I find ways to deal with the situation or person in a positive way. Now, it can be a challenge to do this, but with practice and over time, it becomes automatic. So ask yourself, when something stressful happens to you, what is your response? Some people may jump into action, though if the stressful situation is another person, sometimes action can be harmful. Your reaction to the person may cause them to get angry or overwhelmed. Or they may start to feel sorry for themselves and come across like a victim because of your reaction. You may begin to wonder, why can't other people behave better? Why are they always doing things that cause me to feel stress? Well, the answer to that question is simple. Everyone, including you and I, behave according to our subconscious programming. Remember, you have no control over how anyone else behaves unless they allow you to control them. You can only control how you choose to react. React negatively, and you've given up control and very likely feel stressed. React positively, and you remain in control, feeling very calm. So be aware of this response. It's very important. And I explain this to all of my clients and show them how to stay in control of their emotions and reactions by using hypnosis. As you know, hypnosis is a wonderful tool to help you change your subconscious programming so you can reduce your stress and feel calm, collected, and confident, regardless of what's going on around you. Be sure to check my website for upcoming Take Back Control of Your Life workshops. The workshops are free of charge. If you have goals you'd like to achieve but have been unable to do so, attending one of my workshops may be all you need to take back control of your life. Well, I'm sure I've given you some things, positive things, to think about. Send any questions or comments you have to me at charlie@mtn18.com, and I'll answer them in future segments of Loving Life. I'm Charlie Silva, and I'm asking you, loving life, are you loving yours? If so, wonderful. If not, why not? If there's something that is stopping you from loving your life, what is it? And let's find ways to overcome it. Always remember that you are awesome. Have a wonderful day filled with love and gratitude.